Our guest tonight, former Broncos wide receiver Ed McCaffrey. Eddie Mac, how are you, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I am well, thank
Good.
you. I always enjoy having you on the show. We have so much to talk about tonight. I want to start with the big change for the Denver Broncos, and that is, of course, their new quarterback in Joe Flacco. The big question that I think everybody wants to know is, what are they going to get out of Joe Flacco? John Elway seems to think that he is still in his prime, maybe has some years left in his prime. So I ask you, who are they getting? Are they getting the guy that was a Super Bowl 50 MVP, or are they getting a guy who got replaced last year by a rookie in Baltimore?
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Right? Look, they brought in a couple of quarterbacks that they said could be like Joe Flacco, right? They didn't all work out here, but they were tall quarterbacks with a strong arm, and but they were always compared to Joe Flacco. Well, now they have Joe Flacco. And I think if he can stay healthy, he had some injury issues, then I think we're going to get a Joe Flacco with a chip on his shoulder that plays a little closer to the way he played when he was having success in Baltimore.
How beneficial will it be for this franchise to go into the season knowing, okay, Joe Flacco is the guy? There was a competition 2 years ago. They obviously had Case Keenum coming in, but you really didn't know what to expect from Case Keenum. How beneficial will it be knowing Joe's the guy, no questions asked?
Well, he's the understood quarterback, right? And he should be. He's won a Super Bowl. He's had huge success, one of the most successful quarterbacks at the beginning of his career in the history of the NFL. And he's a veteran. I've watched him on the sideline. Nothing affects him. You know, if you remember the miracle at Mile High, they were behind for a while, and he's joking with his teammates. So he's a guy that can compete with the best of them. He obviously has a chip. You know, he referenced that in some of his interviews, that I'm the understood quarterback, and that's the way it's going to be around here. And he is. He's the best quarterback for the Broncos right now. That being said, right, we always have to qualify our statements. If you get hurt or aren't playing well, you're not the quarterback anymore. This is the NFL.
Now, you mentioned some of those press conference statements that he has made. One of them that caught a lot of people's attention was the whole mentor thing with Drew Lock. I'm not here to mentor Drew Lock. As a former player, what did you make of that statement?
I thought he made it a lot more difficult than it had to be.
Yeah.
I mean, but look, I don't know Joe extremely well in terms of having met him face to face, but I know a lot of people that are friends with him. I knew his brother at Stanford. He's a really good guy. He's a nice guy. He's a hard worker, and he's not going to not help Drew Lock. I mean, he's going to help him, and Drew referenced that. He got cornered in an airport, and he was asked about it, and he's like, well, he's already helped me a little bit. So look, I get what he's saying, though. He's like, my job's to come here and play quarterback and win. Maybe he'll learn something from Drew Lock. He's still learning. You never know everything about the game. But his primary goal is to come in, compete, and win the job. And we all kind of know it's not your job to be the mentor, but still, it is your job to help the other guys on the team that are younger. If they ask, it's just like being a decent human, right? So, but Joe's a nice guy. Trust me. He's a nice guy. He'll help Drew if he needs help. And so I don't know why that question had to be so difficult. But then we saw Eli Manning struggle with the same question. And it's really not that difficult. But there's nobody more competitive than an NFL quarterback. I'll tell you that right now. In one place. One of them plays. And look, Joe knows what it was like to lose his job to a rookie, and Eli knows what it was like to be benched that late in his career a year ago. And so they're a little sensitive to it, and I think they have their game face on. And they should. That's what the Broncos need. That's what the Giants need.
Of course.